guys, welcome back to Barry's Corner. It's Emily here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys all the books that I want to read in May. I know I look the same from the last video, but I have my exams next week, and I'm not filming that week, so you're gonna have to kind of deal with it. I was gonna change my shirt, but then my makeup wouldn't match my shirt, and then that would have been a whole dilemma in my head, and so again, deal with it. But yes, I'm very excited to show you guys all the books that I want to read in May. I think I have like 6 or 7 books here, so please subscribe, please comment down below and like this video. All of my social links are down in the description box below, as well as my Amazon wishlist if you would like to gift me a book. Now let's get on into the video. The first book that I want to read in May is The Call of the Wild by Jack London. This is a buddy read between me, my uncle, and my aunt. My uncle said that in high school he read this book and he absolutely loved it, but he doesn't remember anything, so he said that he wanted this to be our next buddy read, and I was like, okay, we'll do that, uncle. I've never read this before. However, my biological father, he's never been present in my life, but he did give me one gift, like Christmas gift, and it was a bunch of these books, like the classic edition. What is it called? Great Illustrated Classics. Just a bunch of them, and I've never read them, but I'm never gonna throw them away because the sentiment, I guess. But I'm finally reading one of them. I have no idea what this book is about. Okay, I sort of do. It's about I think it's a husky, maybe a dog, and he was a pet, and then he like runs away or gets lost, and then he goes to like far north and he learns how to become a wild dog. I don't know. I want to become a veterinarian. It's about dogs. It's cute. And it's very short. Look at this font. Huge with pictures. Guys, we love that. I'm very excited to read this book. And I hope that I enjoy it as much as my uncle says that he did. The second book that I want to read is Restore Me by Tahira Mafi. This book will be a reread for me, and this is the 4th book in the Shatter Me series. If you don't know what the Shatter Me series is about, it's about a girl named Juliet, and her touch is lethal. And one day she tries to pick up a little boy because he fell, and she basically kills him, and so she gets put into an insane asylum, and while she's in there for about 7 years, the world around her is changing. There's a reestablishment that's trying to take over the world, and one day a guy named Adam comes into her cell, who's her new roommate, and he takes her to the reestablishment, and so on and so forth. This book, we love, has romance, has a love triangle. This was originally a trilogy, but then the fans loved it so much she created 3 other books. So this is the 4th book, which is like the extra 3, the first of the extra 3. And a lot of people don't like the extra 3 because it literally changes the whole story of the first that was introduced with the first 3 books, if I'm making any sense. However, I really want to read it because I haven't read the last book in the series called Imagine Me. I just got it and I'm rereading to get to that book. And I really like seeing all the characters again, Kenji again, wink wink, and Warner, and I guess Adam if you have only read the first book, so I can't really tell you who she ends up with. But I really enjoy the series, my favorite series of all time, love it so much, and I'm very excited to get to this book. Also, my friend, like not a booktube friend, my in real life friend, she's reading the Shatter Me series because I told her to, and she's loving it. She's on the 2nd book right now, and I just cannot wait, like, for her, like, all the plot twists that are happening, she's like, oh my gosh, and it's making me so happy. So maybe we'll buddy read this if she gets up to this book by the time I'm reading it. The next book I've been saying that I was going to read for a little bit. It is A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. This book, okay, I've just been busy. I haven't gotten to it because I've been busy. But Mo from the Roomies Digest, she just finished last month this book. Or maybe it was the month before. I'm so late. And now she's reading the 3rd book in the series. And I'm over here like, I'm falling behind because the trend died. Everybody's already read this book and it's always everybody's favorite. And I need to read it. I'm falling behind. So I'm gonna hopefully read it this month. If I don't, what is wrong with me? But if you don't know what this book or this series is about, the first book follows a girl named Feyre, and she lives in a world where it's the human world, and then there's this wall to Prythian, which is the fairy world with a bunch of different courts. And one day in the woods, she accidentally kills a fairy, and Tamlin, which is one of the High Fae, comes and is like, yo, you're either gonna die or you have to live out the rest of your life in Prythian. And she's like, obviously live out the rest of my life in Prythian. And then a romance kind of occurs between her and Tamlin, which is the High Fae. I'm so excited to read this book because apparently I start liking some type of romance. Don't know. Apparently I start liking Rysand. I don't know. I don't know, but I really want to feel that love. I swear I'm gonna love this book. I know I am. And this is the beautiful new cover. So that's all that needs to be said. I'm gonna read it. So the new Shadow and Bone TV series came out. Why is it only 8 episodes? I don't know. Wish there was more. I am loving it. I'm watching it with my boyfriend right now. We both absolutely adore Melina all the way. Oh my gosh, I love it. But haven't finished these 2 books recently. This will be a reread for Siege and Storm, but I don't remember anything from this novel. This book I DNF'd the first time. My bookmark is still in there, and I want to finish it because also along in the TV show, along with Alina's story, the crows from the Six of Crows are in this story, and I just don't get it. Like, there's too many people for me to understand, and everybody's like, yeah, it's kind of hard to understand unless you've already read Six of Crows, so then you're already attached to these characters, and I want to be attached to them. Like, Kaz is cool. Jesper, oh my gosh, love him. Literally freaking love Jesper so much, and I haven't even read Six of Crows, so I'm not even that attached to him. So tell me what I need to do. I need to read these 2 books. I was supposed to read them last month, but I was so busy, and I couldn't really fit it into my schedule. But I really want to read these books, especially in preparation for the next season. Don't know when that's coming out, probably next year. But I'm so excited to get to these. If you don't know what Shadow and Bone is about, how could you not? It's basically about this girl named Alina, and she lives in this world where there are a bunch of Grishas, which are humans but with magical powers. And a while ago, this guy, which is like a really strong Grisha who was a shadow summoner, created this big thing called the Fold, where like you can't go through it. There's Volcra and they attack you. And she is selected in the military to go across the Fold, and a Volcra attacks her, and she bursts into a ball of light, revealing that she herself is Grisha and is the one and only sun summoner and can save everybody. But first, she has to master her powers. Guys, this book. I liked the first book. I made a whole video reading The Shadow and Bone for the first time, and I enjoyed it. I think I gave it a 3.5 stars out of 5. Really enjoyed it, and so I'm hoping to get to the second and last book. Everybody says Rune and Rising is their favorite, and that's the one I DNF, so I hope I enjoy this too. This video is going to be fairly short because I only have a couple of books that are on my radar this month. So this is the last book, which is the 6th book, which is Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer. This book is a thickie. It's super thick, but I'm so excited to get to this book. Recently, I watched this like ASMR ambiance room, which was like of Bella's room from Twilight. And they had like little, like her actually talking, like Kristen Stewart talking in the background, like in the scenes. And it was so, like, it literally made me want to read Twilight again. But I had already read them earlier this year. And this came out. Haven't read it. Want to read it so freaking bad. Super huge. If you don't know what this book is about, it's Twilight, but in Edward's perspective. A lot of people don't like this book. A lot of people gave this a 3 stars. They were just like, it's okay, not her best work. But everybody I've seen kind of expected it to be better than Twilight. They were like, oh my gosh, she's probably changed and her writing style has improved so much. But I don't know why they did that, because I'm going in expecting Twilight. I'm going in expecting it to not be the best. And everybody says, like, I've heard from multiple different people that whoever Stephanie Meyer's main character is just seems so bland and annoying. So I'm also prepared for that. It's super big, and I'm just excited yet scared, and hopefully I can get to it this month. And also another thing, a lot of people hate this cover. I love this cover actually really a lot. I love it. So yes, those were all the books that I want to read in, what is it, May? Oh my gosh, this year is going by so fast. I'm excited for all of these books. I'm also nervous for my exams. Won't be reading anything until after the exams. But yes, I hope that you guys like this video. Please subscribe, comment down below, and yeah, do whatever you want to do. Goodbye.